Medical professionals are increasingly warning against increased walking as a way to stay healthy after age 70, despite what most people think. Although walking is a wonderful way to stay active, it may not be the best form of exercise. It's not true that walking alone will keep your muscles strong, your balance good, and your joints healthy as you age. Don't focus too much on walking and not enough on other important types of movement. A lack of exercise can lead to muscle loss, joint pain, and a higher risk of falling. This is why new research says you should walk less after age 70 and focus on these 5 things instead. Doing these things will help you stay strong, energetic, and independent as you age. We'll show you 5 important things you should do instead of just walking in this video. If you make these small changes, you might be able to move around better, have stronger bones, and live longer. Read on to learn something few people talk about but can greatly affect your lifespan. I can't stress this enough. Please subscribe and turn on bell alerts before we start so you don't miss any videos. You are welcome to like this video and dislike it by leaving a 0 in the comments. Your feedback will help me make better videos for you. Okay, then let's start. The first is strength training to keep muscle mass. You can stay active by walking, but after 70, you may lose muscle mass. Sarcopenia, which is when muscles get weaker over time, makes it difficult to be self-sufficient. The problem is that walking isn't always a beneficial way to get stronger. This type of exercise only works your legs, but it doesn't give your muscles enough resistance to stay strong. Strength training stops muscle loss, improves balance, and keeps you strong enough to avoid injuries and falls. This is why many doctors now say that people over 70 should make strength training a priority. Some signs that your muscles are still working well are being able to lift a heavy grocery bag, get out of a chair without using your hands, or open a jar that is tightly sealed. Your muscles are probably getting weaker over time, even if you don't feel it. If normal things like walking or bending over feel harder than they used to, they probably are. Your body will also start to lose strength if you don't do anything to stop it. Consider a 74-year-old man like Robert, who thought his daily walks were enough to keep him healthy until he noticed he was having trouble lifting a box that had felt light before. Furthermore, he said that it was harder for him to get up from the couch than before. After seeing his doctor, he learned that muscle atrophy wasn't a natural process and happened faster in people who didn't do much physical activity. At first, he thought it was because he was getting older. Because of this, he started doing basic strength training like squats with just his body weight, light resistance bands, and simple dumbbell exercises. After only a few months, he felt a huge difference. He was stronger, more stable, and had more energy all day. As strength training, you can do things like squats and push-ups against a counter, work with resistance bands, or even just lift things around the house. You don't have to go to the gym like crazy. Progressive resistance is the best way to keep your muscles working. It gives them just the right amount of stress. One of the many benefits is strength. Keeping your muscle mass up makes it more likely that you will live a long, healthy life, be able to move around more easily, and even have better brain health. The following exercise will help you figure out how strong you are right now. Sit down in a chair and then get up without using your hands. If it comes naturally to you, that's great. You might want to start gaining muscle if you're struggling. Fortunately, there is always a chance for improvement. Strength training can stop muscle loss, improve balance, and provide long-term benefits. Independence can be kept. The message should wake anyone who still only walks as a way to exercise. Building muscle is important for a long life, and protecting skeletal muscle becomes one of the most important things to do after age 70. Please let me know you're here by leaving a comment below if you're still watching the video and finding these ideas useful. Let's go on. 2. Exercises for balance and stability to keep you from falling. Most people don't realize they need to work on their balance until it's too late. Walking is good for getting you moving, but it doesn't always help. One of the most important things you can do to stay healthy and independent after age 70 is to avoid falling. One of the main ways that older people get hurt seriously is by falling. A lot of the time, people don't fall because their legs are weak, but because they can't keep their balance. You might be increasing your risk of stumbling, tripping, and dangerous falls without even realizing it if you don't work on your balance. I've been walking my whole life, so my balance must be fine, you might think. But balance doesn't stay strong on its own. Unless you work on it, it gets weaker over time. Balance exercises work the small muscles in your feet, ankles, and core that help you keep your balance. Walking doesn't do that. Even a small mistake can knock you down, taking months or years to recover. Question: when did you last put on one foot while putting on socks or reaching up? Were you stable, or did you need to hold on to something? Many people don't notice they're losing their balance until they almost fall and are scared and careful every time they walk. Someone like Edward, 76, went through that. He was always moving, but one time as he stepped off a curb, his foot hit the ground at an odd angle, and he lost his balance. He almost fell, but he caught himself in time. That moment made him realize how weak he had become. As a way to improve his balance, his doctor told him to do easy exercises like standing on one foot, moving his weight from side to side, and practicing controlled movements. Within a few weeks, he felt stronger, more stable, and more sure of himself when he moved. You don't need a gym or any special gear to do balance exercises. Simple exercises like walking heel to toe in a straight line, standing on one foot, or doing slow, controlled weight shifts can make you much more stable. And there are more benefits than just not falling. When you have better balance, your posture, reflexes, and even coordination get better. This makes every movement feel easier and more in control. To see how well you can balance, stand next to a counter and lift one foot off the ground. Test yourself to see how long you can stay balanced. A good sign is that the task is easy for you. A bad sign is that you may need to work on your balance. You should begin as soon as possible. People often don't think about their balance until it's too late, but if you work on it now, you can stay strong and independent for years to come. Instead of just walking, you should focus on improving your balance. That's because the best way to avoid falling is not just to stay active, but to train your body to stay steady. Exercises that make you more flexible and mobile will help keep your joints healthy. Although walking keeps your legs moving, it doesn't improve flexibility, which is crucial after 70. Your joints naturally get stiffer over time, and your range of motion decreases. Moves that used to feel easy may start to feel limited. If you've ever found it harder to turn your head or bend down to tie your shoes, your flexibility is declining, and your freedom goes away when you can't move around as easily. Many people don't understand how important mobility is until they start to lose it. Walking by itself doesn't fully stretch your muscles or give your joints need the variety of movements they need to stay healthy. That's why doctors now stress that after age 70, doing flexibility and mobility exercises is just as important as staying active. These exercises help you keep doing daily tasks without pain or strain. When was the last time you tried to put on a jacket or get something from the backseat of your car? Did you feel like it was smooth or stiff? Many people don't pay attention to these small changes because they think it's just part of getting older. But what's really happening is that the muscles and connective tissues are getting tighter over time, which makes you less flexible little by little. Indeed, this is what happened to a person like Walter, 78. Getting out of bed in the morning felt stiffer than before, but he was still walking every day. He had to bend his knees more than usual to get to something on the floor. His doctor told him that less mobility wasn't just due to getting older, but also because he wasn't using his joints as much as they could move. Because of this, he started doing joint exercises, controlled movements, and gentle stretching every day. Within a few weeks, he felt less tight, more at ease, and even noticed that his posture was better. For flexibility exercises, you don't have to just sit down and touch your toes for 10 seconds. Dynamic stretches, controlled rotations, and gentle moves that are like yoga can make a huge difference. It's easy to keep your joints healthy and pain-free by doing things like neck rotations, shoulder rolls, knee-to-chest stretches, or ankle circles. And there are many more benefits besides just feeling less stiff. Being more flexible can help with aches and pains, blood flow, posture, and even lowering the risk of falling. Just stand up straight and slowly turn your head to one side and then the other. This exercise will test how flexible you are. Do you feel it's smooth or tight? Having trouble moving around freely is a sign that you are becoming less flexible. Now is the time to resolve this problem. Loss of mobility is not always a given. Stretching for just a few minutes a day can make your body feel younger, more flexible, and pain-free for years to come. If walking is your main way to work out, you should also work on being more flexible. After 70, keeping your joints loose and moving easily is crucial to staying active and independent. If you're still watching this video and think these ideas are helpful, please let me know in the third comment below. Let's go ahead. 4. Work out your core and posture to keep your spine healthy. Walking may keep your legs moving, but it doesn't do much for your posture or core strength, which are critical after age 70. Having toned abs isn't the only thing that makes your core strong. It also helps you stay stable, avoid back pain, and keep your spine straight as you move. If your core is weak, you might start to feel pain in your lower back, have trouble keeping your balance, or hunch forward when you walk. All of these things can make you more likely to fall and hurt your joints over time. Most people don't understand how important it is to have strong core muscles until they start to feel pains and aches they didn't have before. It means your core muscles aren't working right. If you've noticed that you slouch more, your lower back hurts, or you have trouble standing straight for long periods of time. Walking doesn't fully work the deep stabilizing muscles in your lower back and abdomen. That's why doctors say core and posture exercises should become a top priority after age 70. Take a 75-year-old man like Harold into consideration. He was always busy, but over the years he noticed that his shoulders were rounding forward and his lower back hurt more. His doctor told him that even though he walked every day, his bad posture was putting extra stress on his spine and joints, making him stiff all the time, and making it more likely that he would fall. To strengthen his core, he began doing light exercises like seated pelvic tilts, standing posture resets, and abdominal bracing. After a few weeks, he had less back pain, better posture, and could even breathe better. You don't need a gym or any special gear to do core exercises. You can work out the deep stabilizing muscles that keep your spine straight by doing simple things like standing tall against a wall, squeezing your lower abs while sitting, or doing slow, controlled rotations. And it's good for more than just your posture. Having a strong core can help your balance, keep your joints from aching, and even improve digestion since your abdominal muscles support your organs. Put your back flat against the wall and touch your head, shoulders, and hips to the surface. This action will test your core strength. Is this position comfortable for you, or do you feel like you have to push yourself up? If it doesn't feel right, your posture may need work, and you should start strengthening your core as soon as possible. Good posture and core strength are important for staying active, avoiding injuries, and looking young. If walking has been your only form of exercise, it's time to work on the muscles that really support your body. 5. Take care of your joints and do low-impact exercises to ease stress. While walking is a wonderful way to stay active, if it's the only thing you do, it can start to hurt your joints, especially after age 70. As we age, our cartilage breaks down, our joint fluid levels drop, and our bodies are less able to absorb shock. This is why many seniors, even those who have been active their whole lives, start to have stiff knees, sore hips, or painful feet. The problem isn't always walking, it's that walking by itself doesn't give your body the support it needs for your joints. Many people think that joint pain is just a normal part of getting older, but the truth is that stiffness and pain happen faster when you don't take care of your joints. Sometimes walking can worsen this because it puts stress on the same joints over and over again. Because of this, doctors now say that people over 70 should walk less and do more low-impact exercises that protect and strengthen their joints. Remember the last time you came back from a long walk? Did you feel ready to go and free of pain? Or did your joints hurt, your muscles feel stiff, or did you have a general feeling of being uncomfortable? If you hurt when you walk, it could mean that your joints aren't getting the support they need. Indeed, this is what happened to someone like Raymond, 77. He walked every day because he thought it was beneficial for him, but after a while his knees got stiff and his lower back hurt. His doctor told him that he needed to stop doing things that put a lot of stress on his joints over and over and start doing things that have less impact instead. He started doing gentle swimming, cycling, and exercises that worked on his flexibility. After a few weeks, his pain got a lot better without him having to stop moving altogether. Joint-friendly movements include things like swimming, biking, tai chi, and even simple stretches done in a chair. These activities help get more blood to the joints, make them more lubricated, and strengthen the muscles around them without putting too much stress on sensitive areas. And there are more benefits than just pain relief. If you take care of your joints now, you'll have better mobility, less stiffness, and more freedom of movement for years to come. Try to sit in a chair and slowly stand up without using your hands. This exercise will show how your joints are doing. Pay attention to how your hips and knees feel. Is it easy for them to move, or do they feel stiff and hurt? Your body is telling you that your joints need more care if they hurt. Changing your activities to ones with less impact could make all the difference. Keeping your joints strong and healthy isn't just about avoiding pain. It's also about keeping your mobility, keeping your independence, and making sure that every step you take doesn't hurt. It's time to put your joint health first and start doing exercises that help instead of hurt them if you've only been walking. If you're still watching this video and think these ideas are helpful, please let me know by leaving a comment below. Let's end this now. As a last thought, just before we end this video, I want you to think about these 5 things. Walking alone may not have given you the full picture of what your body requires for strength training, mobility, and pain relief. Muscle mass preservation, balance enhancement, flexibility training, core strength, and joint strain reduction should take precedence after the age of 70. For the rest of your life, these are the things that will actually keep you busy and self-sufficient. The fact is that your body can continue to improve regardless of your age, contrary to popular belief. Making even little adjustments to your strength, balance, flexibility, or posture routine can have a profound impact on your mobility, self-esteem, and ability to maintain independence for as long as possible. Beginning immediately is crucial. Decline in muscle mass, stability, and joint health does not occur suddenly. The good news is that you have the ability to manage its pace or even reverse it. Which of these 5 points should you prioritize? Is your mobility, balance, or strength different now than it was before? Please share with us one thing you learned today and how you intend to apply it in your life by leaving a comment below. We eagerly await your response. Do not be shy about sharing your opinions with us. They are valuable to us. We are greatly inspired and encouraged by reading your comments. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video if you thought it was helpful and enjoyed it. With your help, we can keep making informative and inspiring content for you. Please join us in our next video. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this one.